This episode of the Brilliance Plus Passion podcast is brought to you by the Podcast Reach System. Are you ready to exponentially reach more profitable customers? Launching and hosting your own show is your proven best solution for networking, client attraction, and establishing your celebrity expert brand. Visit www.podcastreachsystem.com and claim your rightful place as the leading star of your industry so you make a difference for your community, market, and audience. Welcome to the Brilliance Plus Passion podcast. Join us as we celebrate entrepreneurs, business creators, and brilliant minds who reveal what they are doing to make the world a better place by being part of it. Be sure to visit our website at www.brilliancepluspassion.com. While you're there, subscribe to us via your favorite network. Now sit back, lean in, tune in, get your notepad and 2 pens ready, and let's get started.
My name is Adam Homey. I am your host, and I am honored by your wise decision to tune in and invest in yourself today.
Welcome.
Right now, we are speaking with Ben Corey. He's a singing comic musician for corporate and social events, as well as conferences worldwide. Virtually and in person, he is the founder and chief experience officer of Skyfire, which is a new talent agency making virtual and in-person conferences surprising and exciting appearances. As a serial entrepreneur, Ben Corey also currently operates a summer camp and previously built and sold a medieval dinner theater where he was the chief financial officer and court jester. Starring in the Medieval Madness show, his latest TV news appearance was nominated for an Emmy. With that, Ben Corey, welcome aboard.
Thank you. Hello, Adam, and hello to all of you at home. Thank you for coming and watching. I hope you'll stay.
In your own words, how does the work you do make the world a better place for your clients, customers, and the community at large?
I'll give it in my words, and then I'll give it in the customer's words. So there's kind of 2 ways around this too. For business owners, surveys are showing that about 33% of employees want to jump ship and change jobs after COVID is through because they've just had a brutal experience. For business owners, virtually, we help you gather your team, create team building experiences and entertaining events. We give you a link, you bring the people, and we help you build that relationship with your employees so that they know you care about their happiness and they stay. And on the customer-facing side of your business, we help you take a customer that's gotten pretty far away during COVID. And maybe if you have an in-person business, they haven't been into your store in a long time. And we help you bring them back with a client appreciation event or a product launch if you are reaching new customers with a new product and things like that. That's how we transform it for business owners. The second side is how we transform it through the experience. So basically, we've got a time right now where everybody has been languishing. You know, they've been stuck at home in their own islands. They're just kind of popping out of there now. And there's been that experience of isolation and stuck in the Zoom box and things like that. What we do is we transform that Zoom box into a virtual event. And when people arrive, they come to an event dashboard that creates the experience of an event right away. And what happens when we transform it is we take people who you see them and they're sort of, and they're kind of quiet and they're kind of depressed and maybe they got their camera off. And shortly after, they're excited, they're happy, and you see that as buzz going. And I get it on the phone. After the event, people are calling me, 6 hours later or the next day, and they're going, I didn't know I could be this happy. I was so upset, and I hadn't smiled in a long time, and I forgot what it was like to be happy. Thank you. So we create that kind of buzz, and we hear it from, when I entertained for a board of an association, there were 25 CEOs, and they just formed this new board for the new year. And one of them called afterwards and said, hey, this guy, Gary, who was laughing through the whole show, he said he hadn't smiled in 9 months. And so these things are what I hear from the customer, and it's why I'm passionate and out here on podcasts and marketing everywhere, because I feel like a superhero right now based on what I'm hearing back. And I just want to provide this experience to as many people as possible. And,
wow.
Yeah.
Well, we're a third of the way through this, and way to go answering a third of the questions with one answer. So,
boom, efficiency,
Yes.
Experience, efficiency.
All right. So let's.
I'm on fire right now, Adam. I'm on fire.
Yes.
Okay, that's not it. That's not impressive. Hold on.
That's
fire.
I don't have my cigar. I don't have my cigar with me, but. All right, so let's fire through this here. We're going to jump ahead here a little bit. And in your experience, what are 3 of the most common, frequently asked questions that people have about you as they're considering working with you?
Very good. Did you see that behind me? Oh, look. I got it. Okay, that was just. I got it. Don't worry. 3 questions that. Yeah, that doesn't always work, by the way. So I have a saying for situations like that. It goes, if at first you don't succeed, skydiving is not for you.
Yes.
Very important to remember. So the 3 questions that people come to me with. The first question, they all say, how much is this going to cost? And my answer is, it's surprisingly affordable. And first, it is an investment. And many people are asking that question because they don't have other questions to ask, and they're trying to figure out from the nuts and bolts at the beginning. So this is an investment. We look at the goal you have, what return you're looking for from that event, and we craft a broad strategy for how to get that exact goal. And many times the events can be sponsored and fully paid for within the program. If it's a marketing event, we are there to help you make money. So part of the specialty that I provide is as a neuro persuasion sales accelerator. So if this is a sales or product launch or an enrollment event for membership increasing, I will help prime your audience to accept the offer that's coming if it's a good fit for them. And all of those elements. So how much is it going to cost? Well, we're going to take this return on investment and make such a big return on this engagement.
Yeah.
You are not even going to worry about that afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah. Second question, how do we make this all work? My answer is, tell me the date and the time you want to have the event. I will send you one link. Boom. It's done. We handle the whole tech platform, everything like that. We want you to be able to enjoy the experience and have as much fun as we are. So that's how we do it. We take all the tech off of your hands.
Yep.
And if you wanted to produce a 3-day virtual conference, we have a whole team we can bring on board to plan the 3-day run of show, and I MC when it's needed and elements like that. And whatever it is, we help take all the work off. We see the gaps in the skill sets you have, and we make it happen for you as part of our plan.
Third question.
Yes. Third question that they bring to me. Those 2 are so common that I think I think those were the ones that I wanted to stick with. And here's just an example. We have virtual DJs. So if you're having an event, and I mean for your people who are all at home, yes, they dance like crazy when our virtual DJs are on. We beam one in from Hollywood to your company event, wherever you are, and he nails the music that your audience likes. All the people are dancing around like crazy in their homes. And at the end of one of those parties we did recently, somebody wrote, "Hey man, I really needed that today. This party just totally saved me."
Fantastic.
So yeah.
All right. So so real quickly, what are 3 questions you wish people would ask?
I wish they would come to me and say, here's my vision for the event and what we are trying to accomplish. How can we create the best experience for our people with the highest return on our goal? That's the big strategy question. We don't want you to have to fight through all the answers. I mean, I've got a talent agency with over 200 variety entertainers and then a whole music talent list. I don't want you to have to think about if we're going to be bringing in a sand artist from Russia or a virtual escape room with a 3D escape room experience, or a sonic butterfly harp where the harp strings are shooting 60 feet through the wall and everybody's going, whoa, what is? We don't want you to think about any of that. We just want you to think about the bigger vision. One. Yes.
Number 2.
This leads into number 2. What do you know will be an awesome experience for our specific audience? Well, that's the question I want people to say. And first of all, as they come to me with that question, I'm entertaining and helping produce 5 virtual conferences just this month. And so I'm popping onto one, popping onto another, doing a promotional podcast for the other. At all of these things, I'm gaining experience of what works with different audiences. All you have to do is call us, tell us who your people are, and we're going to help you serve those people what they will need. And if we're doing something for your top executives, that's going to be totally different than if it's the rest of your business team. We know how to calibrate to where your audience is.
Great.
Yeah.
Third question.
Tee it up a little first. I want them to kind of come to me and say, hey, here's what we did before. How can we virtualize the best parts of that? And how can we make it even better in virtual? So what we do, here's an example. We had a 1,000-person law firm that we were entertaining for. And their holiday party was a 4-room event at a huge hotel. And people loved going back and forth and having different experiences. So what I did is I created an event space online, and everybody arrives at this event space. They see all the cool entertainment popping up on this event space. They click a button, boom, they pop in. They're at one totally different experience. Then they jump out and they pop into another one. And so that's an example where we took an existing vision and created it in a way that people wouldn't have imagined. The way we made it even better in virtual is we provided a whole bunch of experiences that people could not get in person all at once before. I can beam in a bunch of entertainers who are top dollar entertainers who, if you had to fly them in, be really expensive. And the fee to get them virtually and entertain the daylights out of your people is much lower. On top of that, you don't have to pay for $120 gallons of coffee if it's at a hotel.
Exactly. All right. So we're already 12 minutes of our 15 minutes in. We still have a few things we want to cover. So shall we do a lightning round?
We could do a lightning round. There's more, dude. Hold on. You see that?
Oh, yes.
There's another one.
There's another one.
There's another. They keep coming.
Oh,
Does this happen to you all the time?
All right. Yes, it does. All right. So let's bang them out here.
Banging them out.
What would people who know you be surprised to learn about you?
They're always surprised to know that I sing. My gift is my song, and this one's for you.
Testify. All
Testify.
Right.
Can I get an amen? Hallelujah.
Amen.
All right.
Hallelujah.
All right.
So what do you hope people say about you when you're not there to hear it?
Much nicer things than they say to my face. No, I'm just kidding. What do I hope they say? I hope they say, man, I was just, and now I'm like excited. He did that. And I like to help people so much with the things that are going on in their life or in their business. So I'm helping on all the other sides as we're going. So that afterwards they're going, man, I hired him to do entertainment, and suddenly I figured out how to handle payroll and hiring, and we marketed the event and got more people here, and then we sold a bunch of these things. So it's a full picture experience. I love people to say he delivered on a level that we never even thought possible.
I love it. If you could go back in time and change one thing that you've done or one thing that's happened in your experience, what would it be, and briefly, why?
Ooh, change one thing. Oh, I got one. I was entertaining for a 2,000 person global virtual conference. I learned something, a very important experience. If you're entertaining or hosting, pick a participant to come up on screen and help you. Never, when you're on a global conference, never pick a volunteer named Alexa.
Oh, okay. I think I got the picture here. Shh. Okay.
Unless you want to know the weather worldwide.
Exactly. All right. So, what famous person, alive or dead, would you like to meet, and what question would you have for them?
I would like to meet Irvin Kershner, the director
Okay.
of Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back. He
Uh-huh.
was my mentor for 11 years and helped me train on everything that I do. When I was in college, he was helping me even pick college courses to support what I was building at that time. And
Wow.
so when he passed in 2011, that was a big moment. I wouldn't want to change anything. I'd go right back to hanging out with my bud.
All right. What motivates and inspires you to keep going when you're having a tough time or a challenge comes up?
Oh, here's a secret. First of all, I'm really motivated by serving and giving. Like I'm
Yes.
enjoying getting that reaction. The second side is that I keep a team of coaches, therapists, business mentors surrounding me so that every day, if something pulls me down and I would spiral for a little bit, I've got a process to spiral back up because I need to be on like that for the audience. And I have to keep myself clear, present, and nothing dragging me down so I can exude that energy to the audience.
Perfect. Perfect. Now, finally, and I know you have a special gift for our listeners, and I'll share that with them in a minute. But in general, right now, what is one action you want our listeners to take as soon as they finish checking out what we have to say today?
One action I want them to take. I want you to brainstorm a group of people, whether it's in your family, your business team, your company, your clients, somebody who you've been out of touch with, but they're spread out all over the place. I want you to brainstorm who you could bring together at a virtual event and rekindle your relationship with them. And I'm talking, we can have a dance party that turns into a magic show, like we can totally blow them away. I want you to think of who you could serve by taking them from this languishing feeling to one of excitement and buzz. So brainstorm that all out. Think about it now. You'll have 50,000 thoughts a day. Make this 40 of them.
Exactly. All right, so fantastic. And first of all, thank you so much for joining us today. Before everybody goes, I know you have a little something for us. So for all of our listeners, I encourage you to go to Ben Corey, that's BenCorey.com / at your event / gift. And what you're going to find there is a closely guarded secret of what Ben keeps on his wall as a constant inspiration behind his creative ventures. So all you have to do is go to that link. If you're watching this on brilliancepluspassion.com or you're on one of the social media properties, the link should be in the description. Otherwise, I'll say it one more time for those of you who are out jogging. It's bencorey.com / at your event / gift. And with that, Ben Corey, thank you again. It's been an honor. And believe me, an education.
You're welcome. And I want to honor all of the business leaders who are navigating these incredibly challenging times right now. I know a quarter of you or half of you are going insane on a regular basis as this is going. Maybe you're balancing out and getting comfortable now, but a new set of challenges is coming as it opens. So I want to thank you for leading people through this crisis. It's incredibly important what you have done now and in the way you serve your customers. So thumbs up to you and all those little things that you do while nobody's watching that make this economy go. It's so important and it adds up to everything moving forward, even when there's a crisis. In that gift, I teach you how I keep my mind focused on those little things that are making a huge difference so that I can keep going forward every day.
Thank you for tuning into the Brilliance Plus Passion podcast, where we celebrate entrepreneurs, business creators, and brilliant minds who are making a difference for their community, market, and audience. Remember to visit our website at www.brilliancepluspassion.com and enjoy even more great episodes like this one. Again, while you're here, subscribe to us via your favorite network. We look forward to seeing you next time on the Brilliance Plus Passion podcast.